We're going to examine how the Texans fit a light box against 12 personnel. So we have our nickel 4-2-5. Now, the way that they've structured this, they have a cover safety and a down safety. So 23 is going to be our extra guy. He's going to be kind of our force player here. He is the other safety, the cover safety is going to be our late force fitter outside. Now, if the way that we look this, we are going to get a jam 6 here, meaning he's going to take the C gap. We have Petrie, who's going to be in the B gap. You can see 43 is shifting over. He's in charge of the A gap. We have a G technique who we want to really focus on him because this is where we're going to steal some gaps. Then we have our 3 technique who is tilted to the guard. He's really trying to invite this double team. We have our linebacker that's in charge of the C, and then our defensive end. So we are gapped out here. What you have to do when you're playing these quarters from this 12 personnel set is that you have to get an extra guy somewhere. It's typically going to come from your free player, which is going to be your down safety. So at the snap of the ball, we're going to see how this works. So at the snap of the ball, you can see 43 is directly in front of the A gap. Petrie is staying outside in case this thing wants to roll out the front door. Notice how he's working 6-inch steps to his gap. Now, the key here is that your G gets knocked out. So once 91 realizes that he gets knocked into the B gap, Petrie no longer has a gap. Your Mike now has to contend with 2 different gaps. So 91 understands this and has to try and rock back. Now, he's not able to do that. So what does he do? He closes the door on the C gap. We also get our jam 6. So once we get our defensive end into the C gap, he's going to then work to compress. So what we want to do is we want to build a wall on the backside. So he has to press it into this gap, and he funnels it right here to 43. You can see that we're doing a really good job with the tilt 3, getting the double team. 35 is going to be fitting here. And then our defensive end is going to be building a wall here. So you can see that we're funneling. Now, the other key defender is going to be 23. He's considered what's called a fit support, meaning he's going to fit off of 35. If 35 works to go ahead and close this gap, then he's going to sink and then he's going to slide. So we're always going to have 2 on the back, and then we're going to have an extra defender in 5 and then an extra defender in 21. This is how you fit a 12 personnel from a light box. So as the ball gets put into the belly of the back, you can see 91 is trying to rock back inside. You see here that the Mike is going to then take the center head up, keeping his A gap integrity that he initially has. 5 is folding in, 21 is aiming down. But notice again that we're getting 23. He's fitting right on top of the linebacker. You can see that the linebacker is taking the open gap. And then 23 is going to work to close the door into this alley. And so you can see, too, we have built our nice wall here. This is not going to be a gap, so he's going to have to bounce it outside. Notice how our linebacker has that leverage to close the door. We also have a safety that's working to that leverage as well. So as the play progresses, he sticks his head in there. There's our Mike. Our linebacker comes in. So this is exactly what we want out of a fit. We want an outside shoulder, inside shoulder, and a cap defender with that. Notice how it makes a smiley face because that's what we want. We want to be happy. We want to stop this. This is a 3-yard gain. So on first down, this is technically a win for the defense. They kept them under 3 yards. This is another nice example of a light box fit from the Texans, who typically play from a nickel defense.